Why hello fellow Patriots, and welcome to episode 25 on the Patriot Dad channel, where we can discuss current events and modern issues, all while keeping it as real as possible. Today I wanted to talk to you about Article 4 of the US Constitution. We're getting on in our series, and we only are going to have one more episode on the original Constitution, but for this one we're going to be talking about Article 4. Take a guess and put in the comment below what you think Article 4 is for. Sorry, bad dad joke. Again, it doesn't really matter if you are correct. The whole point of us doing this series is to educate ourselves and learn the things that we may not have been taught that we should have been in the past. So just remember, take a guess. Don't worry if you're wrong. We'll figure it out together and we'll get through our founding documents. So for Article 4, starting with Section 1, we have a statement that the full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of each and every other state. Congress may, by general laws, prescribe the manner in which such acts, records, and proceedings shall be proven, and the effect thereof. So here, we're kind of discussing that one state's rules can still be binding in another. If you get a driver's license in one state, it's still valid in the others, correct? Now, there are things this does not apply to, which it maybe should, but if I have a carry permit in one state, it's not good in all the other states. It's only good in states that have agreed to reciprocity, because there is no federal guidance on this. Maybe that should change. We'll have to wait and see. So Section 2, we've got the citizens of each state shall be entitled to the privileges and immunities of citizens in several states. Person charged in any state with treason, felony, or any other crime who shall flee from justice and be found in another state shall demand of the executive authority of the state in which they have fled be delivered up to be removed to the state having jurisdiction over the crime. No person held in service or labor in one state under the laws thereof, escaping into another, shall, in the consequence of any law or regulation therein, be discharged from such service or labor, but shall be delivered up on claim of the party to whom service or labor may be due. So this is more covering a little more touchy subject, but the first half of this section, for Section 2, is basically that we have extradition between states. If you commit a crime in one state and flee to another, they will send you back to serve the sentence. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Don't commit felonies and things in other states, and then they won't have to drag you back. Section 3, new states may be admitted by the Congress into this union, but no new state shall be formed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any state be formed by the junction of two or more states or parts of states without the consent of the legislatures of the states concerned, as well as the Congress. So here we're kind of talking about, you can't take, let's say, Montana and then make a new state in the middle of Montana. Now you can take parts of Idaho, Oregon, if they wish to split off of each other and make a bigger conglomerate state, it has to be agreed upon by both states, which is unfortunate, and the Congress, because usually one of the two states that are going to be part of this agreement are going to not want this to happen. They're going to be losing a part of their tax base, and no government wants that, right? This is how a lot of the earlier states were formed. Parts of other states that broke away, didn't agree, and became a new state, like West Virginia. We also have in Section 3 that the Congress shall have the power to dispose of and make all needful rules and regulations respecting the territory or other property belongings to the United States, and nothing in this Constitution shall be construed as to prejudice any claims of the United States or any particular state. So I don't really like this part. I do agree that federal lands exist. Should they exist? Should the federal government itself own parts of the country? Apparently they're allowed to, but I'm not really a big fan of it. It causes a lot of conflict. Look at the Bundy family, and not that Bundy, but Cliven Bundy and his family were grazing on federal lands. Now, whether you agree that they were supposed to be there or not is not really relevant. The point is they were grazing on federally controlled land. The Bureau of Land Management exists to maintain these lands. If the federal government didn't own these, that would be an entire department that doesn't need to exist. A lot of that property should, belong to the state that it's in my opinion. But it's just my opinion. So that being what it's worth. Section 4 of Article 4, the last section, says that the United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion, and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. So here we plainly lay out that we are not in a democracy. I don't care what daytime TV, the news, or anybody else wants to tell you. This is not a democracy. I hate it when we talk about spreading democracy abroad. We are not a democracy. We were never designed to be a democracy. We shouldn't be a democracy. And anyone that says we should be a democracy is probably part of the common rabble. And they're going to be used as useful idiots. Once the change happens, they will be discarded. We are not and should never be a democracy. We are, here stated in Section 4, guaranteed a Republican form of government. That doesn't mean the Republican Party. That means we are a constitutional republic. We are a representative republic. We are not a democracy. I don't want to have to repeat myself again. We are not a democracy. Also, part of this Constitution here states that we should protect each state against invasion. What do they call what's happening at the southern border? What do they call what's happening at every other border? I'm not just going to say the southern one, although people from so many different countries are coming across our southern border unchecked right now. They're being effectively welcomed in, making appointments on a freaking app, getting court dates for way out there, and they never show up. We're supposed to be protected against this from Article 4, Section 4. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Put something in the comment below, because in my opinion, this should not be happening, but it is. Anyways, that's all we have for Article 4. So thank you for watching the video. For those that made it to the end, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this in this mini series or others, please subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon to get notified when I upload the new content. Share the video with friends, family, churchgoers, co-workers, and anyone else you deem fit. Following today's topic, we are going to be going into Articles 5 through 7 in our conclusion video for the OG Constitution, because the Constitution did have a bunch of amendments added to it. We're probably going to do at least a mini-series on the Bill of Rights, or the first 10 amendments to the US Constitution. I haven't yet decided if I want to go into the remaining ones, because there are some sensitive ones in there, there are some silly ones like prohibition, and there's ones that kind of ruined the way we do government, like changing how the Senate is formed. But maybe we'll have that discussion at a later time. Let me know if you want that full series on the amendments to the Constitution, or if you just want the more brief Bill of Rights only. Take care, everyone. God bless. Bye for now. Go ahead and check out one of the links on the screen now to either subscribe to the channel and see the rest of the videos of the channel, or one of the carefully selected videos that you may wish to see that YouTube has used its algorithm to select for you.